Hi everyone, I just wanted to grab the opportunity to thank all of you for filling out the survey on the USS. Over 1,000 colleagues filled it out, and it's really important for us to know how you're feeling. In the months ahead there will be some difficult decisions that need to be made, and having the voices of the community is very important for me and for Council. Council is going to decide how to respond to the UUK survey on behalf of the entire university. And of course UUK are going to gather the opinions of all 340 members of the scheme. So we're just one small part. But we are an important part, and to get it right and to know exactly what we want to do is important for me also in the months going forward. So I want to thank everybody for doing this and for filling out the survey. And as you know, I've also been speaking to lots of you in the meetings I've had with the 40 schools in our university to get a better sense of your questions and your opinions, and also for you to understand where I'm coming from. And I've heard lots of different concerns and different angles into this debate. And one thing that really stood out for me is our shared concern for our junior colleagues, our early career researchers. And we all know that the scheme knows quite a high opt-out rate, especially from that group. And that's very troubling for many of us, because not only do colleagues miss out on opportunities for themselves to actually get the employer contribution for their later pensions, but it also makes the scheme more fragile than we actually want it to be. And it's something that I think we need to talk about a lot more in the months to come. And it's also related, of course, to the difficult decisions between, do we go for a defined benefits or more defined contribution scheme. There have been concerns about the scheme becoming too tiered if we go too much into defined contributions. But I would like to remind all of us that at the moment it's being a bit of a two-tiered scheme, with so many junior colleagues actually opting out, never getting into the scheme. And I think the older, more established colleagues need to realize that, and we can't just draw up the drawbridge between us and the younger colleagues. We need to be in this together in the sense of community that's so important for our university and for the strategy going forward. So I know some of the colleagues are interpreting the present UUK proposals as potentially a 21% cut. I think we need to remember that 21% is not the same across the piece. It may be a lot less for some of the members in the scheme. Also, what has been accrued so far can't legally be taken away from anybody. That's an important fact also to keep in mind. But maybe even more importantly, if we don't do anything, the proposals that USS and the pension regulator are now putting on the table will be much more costly. So we need to find a way, and we need to really think differently about the scheme. I don't think that's avoidable. So as we're going forward, I'd like to keep continuing the discussions with all of you, but also very much would like to put the pensions in the broader context of how we want to treat each other as a strong community we are. So in the months ahead, I'm going to be talking to all of you about more fairness in especially the contracts for our younger colleagues, moving away from the fixed term contracts that we still know to quite a large percentage at the moment, thinking about what we really need to feel secure in our workplace and to think differently about academic careers. Especially for the early career researchers. So we're going to be looking at a lot more than just the pensions when we're thinking about how we want to be as a community. My colleague Hai Sui Yu, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, also has set up a group specifically with junior colleagues, a focus group, to talk about their concerns and get a better sense of what they need from us, both in pensions but also in all these other elements that are so important. So this is to be continued in the next few months, and I'm very much looking forward to working with all of you and to make sure that we stay together on this quite difficult road that's ahead of us. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.